everybody, TWBF here. I know it's been a while since I posted a fishing video, but I finally got one for you today. I've had health issues. Well, it started with my knee 2 years ago, and now I got maybe a lower back might have a pinched nerve. I got my left leg likes to burn, the quadricep. I mean, it burns, and I've got 4 or 5 other issues I'm not going to bother you with, and it's hell getting old is all I can tell you. I mean, everybody's got to go through it, but ever since I hit 64 and beyond, I get one pops up. It seems like every year. Anyway, enough of that. I know you want to see a fishing video, and I'm going to take you through my day here at Alum Creek. It's been, this year it's only might have been my second trip this year. The first time I went out, it only lasted an hour and a half. A full day fishing for me now is 4 hours. If I can put in 4 hours, I feel great. If the fish are really biting, I might fish 5 to 6. And I'm fishing 4 hours a day just to gradually build up my stamina. So let's get into it here. Yeah, so today's show, going to Alum Creek. I'm going to put in at Cheshire, and my plan is I would like to get a topwater bite. We'll see what goes. You know, you got to give them what they want. If they don't want that, I'm going to have to find something else. So.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise in the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food and yo. Step 3, grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Passing underneath the bridge here at the Cheshire. I like to start pretty much right here a lot of days on this particular point. It's just past, if you know where the graveyard point is, it's just past that point. And I tried some topwater. They didn't want to bite it. So I decided to pick up a mini max chatterbait. And we'll see what happens right here. Now, one reason I like this point, there's a multitude of factors. I mainly set my boat out there anywhere from 6 to 10 foot. And it's got a road bed. It comes down and it's out there in about anywhere from 8 to 10 foot, 6 to 10 foot area. The road bed comes through. You got weeds up on the point. Plus you have a foundation. I don't catch a lot of them off that foundation right there, but it's just they like to move up. If they are on those areas, they like to move up into the weeds is mainly where I catch them this time of year, in that, say, 2 foot range. But then I'll work it all the way out to 6 to 8 feet next to that road bed.
Nice one, boys. Nice one. Yeah! This is what you get out here early in the summertime for. Get out here out in daylight. Yeah. This is the mini chatterbait. It's the mini chatterbait. Forget what they call it, but anyway, that's a nice, might be 3 pounds. 3.1, not bad. The mini chatterbait. I got a fluke. I cut off a fluke and a half for a trailer, and I'm just running it right over the top of the weeds, ticking the top of the weeds, and big largemouth nailed it, but it's still 3/8 of an ounce, but it's just a smaller profile chatterbait. I wish I could, for the life of me, could remember the name of it, but yeah, I've caught fish before on this. That's the best one I caught so far on this. So let's see what else we can do this morning. See what kind of bag we can get going, all right? But yeah, I'm out here. I'm on a point just south of Graveyard Point. I mean,
So then I proceed to make my second cast of the morning here. And on the second cast, I hook another fish.
There's another one, guys. There's another one. We're still thing today. Yeah, there's another fish. Yes. Ah. Like that. 2 fish in a row on that thing, man. That's what I'm talking about.
There's a nice little chunk, almost 2 pounds, probably one
Chatterbait.
112, 113 in there. And he took it deep. This bait will hook him. Yeah, I don't lose too many on it.
Yeah. I mean, he had held that thing. I could not hardly get that hook out. Gosh, dog. But here's what I did. I cut that fluke in half. About that size there. You notice they didn't come up on my topwater, which is I'm throwing a whopper plopper 110. That's what I usually get them on a lot of times. They didn't want it, so you got to change up when they're telling you something. So I just went maybe 2 feet under the surface, and I've caught 2 fish, 2 casts. Yeah, it's hell getting old. I can't remember crap, but this is the Mini Max. I had to look it up on the phone. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it. Cut it right about there. Thread him up on there. There you go. All right, let's get another one. Let's go.
I think I'm going to kill him on this chatterbait today, but lo and behold, an hour later, I haven't got anything else on him. So, you know what that means. You gotta give them something else they want. So I see all these fish busting around this point, and I don't know if they're bass or not until I can catch one of them. And it took a while, but I finally got one to come up on my pawpaw.
Got me buried in the grass, a little sucker. How about that, guys? I don't know if that's a keeper or not. I'll measure and find out. That's my favorite popper. Yeah. Yeah, keeper number 3. Keeper number 3. All right. Yeah, this is the Arc popper. There's a bunch busting on here, but I don't know if they're bass or not until then. I just caught that 13-incher.
So I continued to throw this popper and nothing else. So I decided to move south just to this point. Next point down, there's out from that back side of this, north of that point, is a nice weedy flat. Say 2 to 5, 6 foot of water. And I pick up a Nico rig, which I've done. I've caught some good fish on the Nico rig out there, and isolated weed patches and next to the weed edges. So start fishing there. So I hang my 4th fish of the day.
Yeah, nice largemouth. Get in here. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Nico worm. Yeah. Nico worm. Well, I wanted to do a topwater. I wanted to catch them on topwater today. That didn't work too well, so I went to the Mini Max. Had 2 bass, 2 in a row. And I went away to some other part of the lake, came back to the same spot where I caught those 2. I got one finally on the topwater, popper. And I haven't had a bite until now. I picked up this Nico. It's just a gambit right now, guys. Just keep, they tell you they don't want one thing, try another. That's my advice today. And yeah. Yeah, this Nico, I put a nail weight. It's less than 1/16 of an ounce. This nail weight I got in here, in the head of it. And then I got the O-ring, and I got a weedless wacky hook. I guess it's #1 hook. This is a missile quiver 6.5 inch. I've done well on this worm up here at Alum Creek. 6.5, give it a try. I caught my fish today mainly on 3 lures today, guys. My best fish came on the old Mini Max, still 3/8, but it's just a smaller, shorter than your regular 3/8 full-size chatterbait. And I've done well on it up here down creek. And I put a fluke trailer on it. You can put on any kind of trailer on it. You just need to downsize your trailer to fit on this little bait and make it match. So that's a chartreuse and white 3/8 Mini Max. And I did best in weeds that were like coming off the bottom 3 to 4 feet high, and they're real nice and green, and that's what you want to find. And my other fish came on the Missiles Quiver 6.5 quiver worm. They call it quiver because that tail, you see how it jiggles when you're pumping your Nico rig up and down. That tail quivers, and I insert a 1/16, cut a little bit off of it depending on the wind, stick it in the nose of that worm, pair that with the O-ring, and to make it easier, I use this tool here. Put the O-ring over this tool, spread it apart, and you can slide your worm in. Sometimes if you don't do that, I break a worm like a Cinco. It breaks pretty easy. Then I'll put the weedless wacky rig hook, and that's a wire weed guard. It works pretty good. And I originally came out here today, I wanted to catch topwater, but I only got one, and that came on the Popper Arc Popper. It's my favorite Popper. And I don't know why today, I thought it was a perfect day for a topwater bite, but they weren't having much to do with it. So anywho, hope you liked today's show.